Take one more minute and finish up. One more minute and finish up. Okay. So if I could have your attention up front. So in a moment, everybody have their blue dots. You all get blue dots. Sort of reminds me of that movie, The Matrix. You know, you get the red pill, the blue pill. They take you different places. This is the blue pill. Over this working period, a couple tables did approach us and said, you know, these are great, and oh gosh, we just want to do a little more last tweaking. And some of that is kind of the natural resistance that comes up when you're about ready to make a choice. And some of that may reflect a sense that there's just another step to be taken, and we're not done, and it's not over till it's over. So I have a question to ask of all the tables. I'm going to ask you to raise your hands in just a moment. At your table, did you have a very strong collective desire to do one more round of wordsmithing? This doesn't commit you to doing it, but did you feel like a really strong sense, let's go at this one more time? Yeah, that's almost most of the room. Okay. So what that tells me is that the vote we're about to take is close, but it may not be precisely on the mark. And that's okay, because we've traveled a very long distance today, and we have a fallback option, you know, which is to let this day be about generating our best effort around common ground. Give people a chance to maybe, if your table's already got one on the tip of its tongue, you know, you could write out one more, give us a little frame or something. And this could go to our management team to take it the final distance, right? So that's a caveat. We'll talk to Alan in just a moment. But let's finish the work we set for ourselves. In a moment, I'm going to ask a representative from each table to stand up and bring your ceremonial blue dot forward and vote for one of these three. So, yes, you see this gentleman over here is holding it up like that. It's like the sacred wafer, right? So every table should have one person who has this dot. And at this point, I would like them to stand up and be called like salmon going back to their spawning grounds, to just come forward and all at once place their dot on one of these three. And let's take a look and see what we've got. Come on up, holders of the blue dots, the ceremonial blue dots. A proposal to change, you mean?
Small change?
We'll give you an opportunity to state what that would be, but not publicly. Because everybody's got a little bit different, and we'll go right back to start. But I love that you feel close, and we're going to get you to write it down. Okay?
So how are you going to collect the little wordsmithing bit?
Carefully.
Yeah.
That'll be next. Yeah. Come on, come on forward. Any other holders of the blue dots? Could I ask for a couple pairs of volunteers to just come up and do the count, please? You did that so well before. Volunteers, please, come on up. Do the count. I know, finish strong, you can do it. There you go. Look at that. They have so much confidence they're working on their own. I know. Yeah, I know. It's, who do they have at the voting processes? The people? Okay. All right. Great. Yes. Okay. So let us take a moment and acknowledge that this process, which has been a funneling, has led to a destination, a collective statement by 14 of the 22 maybe tables, and that expression is inspiring, outstanding patient care. Let us also acknowledge that there are some folks who think we can tweak that and make it one better, and some of that is individuals, some of it is tables. Sean, you had a handful of ideas that people...
People are waving a few at me, and I already
Yes.
have a couple.
Yes, so yeah, I gave you some time as a table to do some thinking. Maybe you've done that. So if you as a table or you strongly as an individual have one that you would like to suggest to do some final tweak, I'm going to make Sean the keeper of those particular flames. So let's just take one moment before we hear a bit from Alan to give ourselves some acknowledgement for traveling this journey together today. Thank you. Yes, send your cards and letters, keep them coming in. Because again, it's our goal to find common ground, and if to the extent that we can't make that perfect, we at least want everyone to have a chance to be heard. With that, I'd like to turn it over to Alan, who can step forward and talk about what's next.
Well, thank you, Jay, and thank you, Sean. And thank you all. I mean, that was, I think, a great exercise. I was one of the people who said to Jay at the break, I was amazed at how much consistency there was in some of the messages that we saw. And again, I think that just reflects the journey that we're on and where we're headed to. So I'm inspired by what I've seen. What I would like to suggest, because there did seem to be a number of tables who were saying, we're there, but we're not quite there. And unfortunately, we don't have the time in this setting to do another round of wordsmithing. And as Jay said, it would be very challenging to do it individually. So what I would suggest is that we take our inspiring, outstanding patient care. We'll take the suggestions that have been made by the tables, and if you still want to make some input, then please write it on a card, give it to Sean. And if you will allow us, I'll bring that back to the R&I management team, and we will review. One of the things I want to also make sure is that the messages that we deliver is going to be culturally sensitive in all parts of the world. Because again, I heard a little bit, some rumblings at a couple of tables, that some of the words may not translate so well or to really have the same meaning as we have them here in the English language. So again, I want to just make sure we do a check-in to make sure that doesn't happen. But I think overall, we've made fantastic progress. I feel very good about the exercise. I feel very good about what's come out of it. And I think what we'll end up with is something that we can really live as the purpose of R&I. So with that, I'd like to say thank you very much to Jay and to Sean for a great exercise. Thank you. And I think Denny are you going to talk about the housekeeping? So over to Denny, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for a great session. I think everybody was very engaged, which was nice to see, and we came up with some good closure for the most part with regards to what we're doing. A couple of housekeeping notes. Lunch will be provided in the same room it was yesterday, so directly across from us. You're going to be back by 1:15. When we come back, we'll have Drew Boyd. Hopefully, most of you had a chance to read his dossier. It was in your welcome package, but he is an expert on innovation and business transformation, so that'll be good. We will then we will stay in the room. Joe Havrilla will talk about governance and the running of R&I. We'll have a quick break, and we'll have then the Q&A with the R&I management team. So again, last chance for the cards. When you leave this room, that'll be the last time you have a chance to ask any questions. The silver chalice is in the back there with cards, so if you have any burning questions for the management team, please fill those out on your way out. And then we'll close out with commitment to R&I. We'll have a closing dinner, and obviously the hospitality suite at the end would be great. It's the last time we're going to have a chance to spend time together as a team for quite a while, so I look forward to seeing you there. Time is of the essence, so we're raising the ante to $20 for being late, coming back. Jack's volunteered to be the bouncer at the door, and we're going to split the money at the end. So thank you very much. But enjoy lunch, and see you back here at 1:15.